important event that happens in the Torah, of course, is the giving of the Torah. It's the single most monumental event in all of history. That Hashem revealed himself to an entire nation, the Jews, and said, "You will be my people." It's fascinating that the Torah tells this story in two parts. We have one part where Hashem appears, talks to the Jewish nation, tells them the Ten Commandments, and then we have a second part. And the second part, the Jews, the Jewish nation, make a covenant, make a treaty with Hashem. It's interesting that those two parts are not in the same parsha. One part, when Hashem spoke to the Jewish nation, when the Ten Commandments are given, that was in Parshas Yisro. But at the end of Parshas Mishpatim this week, we have the second half, where Hashem and the Jews tie the knot. Why is it that it happens in two separate parts? The answer, I think, lays in the information that is in the middle. I think there's such a valuable lesson in those mitzvos that are given that we can't tie the knot, we can't seal the deal until we've learned them. If we look closely, we discover that those mitzvos are mitzvos that are about interactions between fellow men, between fellow Jews, and between humanity. And we discover that what the Torah is telling us is a lesson of how a community should act. We need to care for our neighbors, give them a loan if they need it, be a shomer, watch things for them if they need it. Help the animals. If there are animals that are overloaded, unload them, care for them. If there are women who have been mistreated, take care of them. Make sure that justice is done. If there are widows, orphans, needy people, take care of them. And so the Torah is telling us, you can't have a Torah, you can't have a Jewish nation if you're not a community that cares for each other, that provides for all those who need in whatever way that they need. I think there's a second idea as well when you look at these mitzvahs, because so many of these mitzvahs are about our responsibility to another. And there's a lesson that everything in life comes with a responsibility. And Hashem wants us to know that you've heard me talk to you. You've heard my word, but I want to make sure that you understand what the responsibility is in being a Jew. Then and only then can you be the Jewish nation and tie the knot. It's only with these two lessons of being a caring, warm community that takes care of every level of the community, men, woman, and child, animals, and everybody that's included, and everything that's included. And it's only when we appreciate the responsibility of what it means to be a servant of Hashem, to be a Jew, that we can fully tie the knot and seal the deal. Have a wonderful Shabbos.